Hello fellow income investors, welcome to today's update. I'm going to give you an update on the YieldMax ETFs and Roundhill ETFs. Today there was a massive gain on all YieldMax income ETFs. We're going to look at the funds that return the most. And finally, I'm going to give you an update on the Group B distribution that they've paid. I'm going to show you which ETF pays the most and which one paid the least. And also, I'm going to give you an update on Roundhill ETF, qdte, and xdte distributions. The first thing here, I'm looking at the YieldMax Meta Option Income Strategy ETF, which is FIBI. Today, this is the only one of the major tech stock did not rebound, did not have any reaction. You can see it was pretty much a zero. It was flat. It didn't move at all. On the opposite side, when we look at the YieldMax TSLY Option Income Strategy ETF, which is TSLY, gained about 10.67%. So right now, the price was only like almost $11 and now has rebounded back to where it is right now at 13. So this is a good news for TSLY because TSLY is one of those original YieldMax ETFs and has been there for a long time and has been paying dividend forever. We look at the 52-week range between $11 to $25. So right now is really down after split, of course. As you might recall, this is the only YieldMax ETFs that has done a reverse split. Since the split, the price went up to almost $25, and then since then it came down to 11. Now it's kind of creeping up again, which is a good sign. Volume is very high, almost a 2 million. 1 year return, TSLY is almost flat, and we'll look at the category has returned about 26%. 3 years, TSLY is almost flat, and this is included dividends, by the way. And we look at the category, it has returned about 4%. So all in all, still down. But for people who are investing for huge distribution, remember TSLY is one of the first YieldMax ETFs, and distribution right now is about 64%. If we look at the distribution history for TSLY, the first time they start paying distribution was January 12, 2023. So it's been paying distribution for a long time, almost 2 years now. Since the first time they start paying, they've been paying a really decent distributions, and the yield is really good. And the last time they paid was on November 1st, 2024. TSLY distribution history speaks for itself, and that's why there are a lot of people, despite the TSLY being down, interested with TSLY because of this distribution that they've been paying. Apart from TSLY though, all the YieldMax ETFs today went up massive crazy. We start with Nvidia today went up about 2%. Tesla I've shown you about 10%. MSTY has gone about 10%. CONY is one of the best gainer today, has gained about 21.64%. Don't forget, CONY has also higher yield, about 128%. YMax has returned about only 3%. ULT about 2.26%. Amazon 2.56%. YMAG 2.74%. Facebook here is the one that I showed you, is almost flat. AMD also has returned about 2.25%. Apple 0.5%. Microsoft is returned about 1%. GUI, which is a Google, has returned 2.61%. Ybit 8.55%. NFLY Netflix 1.22%. Square 5.13%. PayPal 1.74%. Now when we look at all the shorts ETFs, like a Fiat for example, was down negative 28%. Crash, which shorts Tesla, was down negative 12.71%, so we round up about 13%. Stock that went down that wasn't one of those shorts ETF was SMCY, and the reason is because of their earnings. The stock itself, which this ETF runs call on, which is a super microcomputer, has released the earning report, and the report were really bad, and of course the stock went down about negative 16%. But apart from that, all the ETFs were pretty good. The biggest gainer here was the CONY, and this is a comeback because CONY was down almost $13. 52-week range price has ranged between 11.24 to 30.18. Remember, this stock was way up and then it came down because it has a lot to do with the crypto, and it's going to be a very volatile stock. But apart from that, of course, the yield right now is 128, so it's a huge yield. Finally, let's check distribution update for YieldMax Group B ETFs and also Roundhill ETFs. Today, YieldMax has announced distribution payment for Group B ETFs, and record date is going to be on the 7th of November, and the payment date is going to be on November 8th, which is going to be on a Friday. YieldMax paid about 12 cents or 36%. YMAG paid about 21 cents or 56%. NVIDIA, I paid about $1.02, 51%. DIPS, which is an ETF that shorts NVIDIA, paid 61 cents or 54%. Phoebe paid about 84 cents, which represent about 55%. GDXY paid about 49 cents, 36%. Babo, which is Alibaba stock, paid about 82 cents, 50%. JP Morgan paid about 35 cents or 24%. MRNY, which is Moderna, paid about 40 cents, which represent about 73%. And the final on this list was Palantir, which paid about $2.20. That represent 50%. Right now, Palantir is 59, and after hours almost $62. So has gained a lot. All in all, the payments were pretty decent, except for JP Morgan, because this only paid about 25%. For YieldMax Standard, that's a lower, but still higher compared to a lot of other ETFs. Finally, let's look at Roundhill ETFs. Roundhill Investment has announced the following ETF distribution for XDTE, QDTE, and RDTE. For people who are new here, XDTE is an ETF that tracks the S&P 500, QDTE that tracks the NASDAQ 100, and RDTE, this tracks the small cap stocks. XDTE paid about 22 cents, that represent about 15%. QDTE paid about 26 cents, and that represent about 25%. RDTE paid about 26 cents, and that represent about 31%. That was the highest yield on this list from Roundhill ETFs. This concludes our today's update on YieldMax ETFs, Roundhill ETFs, and surge in stock for today. So that's all I have for today. If you have any comment or if you like this type of video, just make sure you subscribe. And if you like this content in particular, please like and share with someone who this video might help. Till I meet again next video. Bye bye.